What's up, guys? Have you ever wondered what camera I use, what lens I use, what outlet do I charge my batteries in? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video, except not the outlet thing because I really don't know. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the equipment that I use. First of all, before we get started, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They have beautiful award-winning designer templates. They have award-winning customer service, so if anything goes wrong with your website, you delete something that you shouldn't have deleted, well, they're there to help you 24/7. You can start your free trial today by going to squarespace.com/Jessica and then use my offer code Jessica for 10% off your first purchase. And with that being said, let's roll right into there because I'm thinking about the Pillsbury croissants. First things first, the main camera that I use is the 5D Mark III, as you can see right here, and I have this 35mm 1.4 lens on it. So I normally use the 5D Mark III for all my fashion stuff. Whenever I'm traveling, I'll usually take this camera with me. As for the 35, I usually use this when I'm doing client work, or if I'm doing a project and I want to get more of that scenery in there, I will usually use this lens. But as for my main lens, let me get into that. Let me go grab it. Okay, so these are the other two lenses that I frequently use, the 50 1.2 and then the 24-70, and this is a 2.8 lens. Both of them are Canon. Currently all my lenses are Canon. I use the 24-70 lens for a lot of my street style photography, you know, because I get kicked out everywhere else that I go, so I just shoot on the street. Run in the streets at this point. I was kicked out of a public park last year. It's literally a public park and they came up to me and said I need a permit. Like, what is, do you own this land? So yeah, I usually shoot street style photography because just no one talks to me, which is fantastic. Although on the downside, you just have to deal with a lot of commotion, cars, people yelling at you, crowds of people looking, you know, all that stuff. But it's okay, whatever. You usually get good shots, so it's okay. The other lens that I use for portraits, or I can still do street style photography with this, it's just a little bit more difficult. The 50 1.2, which I absolutely love. Between the two, I've started to use the 24-70 a bit more, although this lens is kind of irreplaceable. I feel like I need this in my kit. When you want that nice portrait and you want to be able to go down to 1.2, this lens is like almost a necessity. So I definitely love the fact that you can get really nice bokeh and really creamy pictures with it. So yeah, if you're looking to get this, definitely would recommend it. So this is the 1.4, this is the 1.2. I don't really see a huge difference in terms of when I'm shooting. This one's a little bit better to take when traveling. Obviously, listen, I know there's differences because there's like $1,000 price difference between the two, but personally for me, when I'm shooting with it, do I say, oh my god, I wish I had the 1.2? Like, no, not really. I don't know, to be completely honest. Basically, you can still get super nice pictures on this, and when I have shot on this lens, people always think it's the 1.2. So if you have good light, I don't think you should have an issue. And I absolutely love this lens, especially for traveling. It's more light, it's compact. So the last lens that I have is the 50 macro lens, and this is 2.5. I don't really use this lens very often. I actually bought this because I do a lot of weddings and people really like close-up ring shots and detail shots, so I like to use this basically for client work. Would definitely recommend it if you're a wedding photographer. Having a good macro lens is really helpful. So as far as the flashes go, I have the 430 EX2 and then the 600 EX RT. This was the first flash that I used starting out, and then this is the one I upgraded to. Honestly, I don't use this one anymore ever since I bought this. And then I also don't use this one anymore ever since I got the Profoto one at the event in September. So I've just been using the Profoto one. This one's so complicated, maybe because I don't know how to use it that well. I mean, I know that's the reason why, because I don't know how to use it well. But I don't want to learn, it's too complicated. There's too many buttons. You're about to be stressed out using this. I'm just letting you know. This is not fun for me to use. I just don't like using it, to be honest. I don't like something with like 15,000 buttons. So I have the Profoto now, which is pretty simple. I mean, look at the comparison buttons. You know, I'm the kind of person, like, the less buttons, the better. I just like to press one button and it does whatever. Just like photography, you just press a button. if you're comfortable using flash and you can, you know, navigate all this stuff, God bless you. I'm jealous because I can't and I won't. The Pro Photo is just easier for me to use, so I've been using this for all my events. It's simplified. I'm a flash for dummies kind of gal, so I'm not even ashamed to say I'm pretty basic when it comes to flash because I don't want to use it. I would love to learn more about flash and using flashes like these to the best of my ability, and I've tried so much and I feel like I'm just doing everything wrong. So I'm always open to learning, and maybe in the future I'll look up some stuff and be able to use this better. Any extra camera bodies I have, I'm actually recording with the 60 Mark II with the 24 to 105 lens, which is what you're seeing right now. I absolutely love it. And as far as other bodies go, on top of that, I have the 80D, which I actually bought before receiving the 60 Mark II. I really heard great things about this camera. It's super easy to use. It has a flip screen just like the Mark II, and a lot of YouTubers use this camera, so I looked into it, and then I was sent the 60 Mark II. Just I don't know. So now I have too much. Like I don't need this many bodies. So I get a lot of questions about what tablet I use, and I actually use this one. It's the Intuos CTL 480. It's a Wacom tablet, so it's fairly small. I know some people like to use the big ones. I personally like the small ones. They're more compact. I can travel with them better. This is all I use pretty much. And I love to retouch with a tablet. I can't do the retouching with a mouse. No. Any other accessories and stuff that I have this battery holder. I don't really use batteries a lot anymore because the Pro Photo Flash doesn't take batteries. It actually has a rechargeable battery, so I don't really see myself using this very often, although I just keep it just in case something needs batteries, because everything needs batteries nowadays, except that one flash. You know, you get like a box of napkins and it's like, oh, it uses AA batteries. You ever get something that uses like a random ass battery? Like, where am I supposed to get that from? I got these fairy lights and it uses like a C battery. Like what, why? They're like literally 1 billion pounds. Like you could have freaking anchored the Titanic with that battery. I don't understand why you need a big battery like that to power like small fairy lights. I don't. Okay, so the next thing I have is this ProMaster memory card holder. I absolutely love this. Keeps all my memory cards nice and organized. It only fits 4. I wish I could find a bigger one. There probably is a bigger one. And I'll find it somewhere and I'll buy it. That holds more memory cards, like a book. I love books. So yeah, this is one thing I use. And then I just have these rechargeable battery things. This is a charger and the batteries. So again, I don't use the batteries very often, but I used to when I had been using the 600 EX flash. I've been trying to look for a decent camera backpack and it's just not working. I want something with a water bottle holder and then something with like a strap in the back that I can, you know, connect to my carry-on luggage. I haven't found anything decent yet. I've been just using like a regular backpack and I put the lenses in there. I know it's horrible, but when I'm traveling, I need specific things and I just haven't found them in a backpack yet. I feel like this is a relationship. Like, you know, this is not working out because you can't offer me what I need right now. Low pro. The thing I just don't like about this backpack is the fact that, first of all, like you open it up and then it's like, I don't know, it's like, let's say you put your camera body here, like it'll just fall. I don't know, it just, there's no safety. You know, okay, leave me, stop. I'm trying to put his arm around me. The guy at Best Buy who sold me this was like, oh yeah, it'll fit your 15-inch MacBook Pro. I'm like, are you sure? Because I was traveling to Australia, I wanted to take this with me. So I get home and my computer does not fit in this. Look how tiny this is. Should have known because I used to work at Best Buy. But anyways, this did not fit my MacBook Pro. It's too tiny and I was leaving to Australia the next day, so I kind of just got stuck with this backpack. Okay, there is a strap, but it's still not good enough. I still hate it. This, I feel like it's just out in the open. Like, hey, rob me. Open me. This is like an Alice in Wonderland backpack. Like, open me, take this, look in here. So yeah, working on the backpack situation. If you want to recommend me something that's travel friendly, I would definitely appreciate it. I still use it though. Even though I just complained about it, I still use it, whatever. So really, that's all the equipment that I have. That's all I use. I like to keep it simple. So that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys liked it and liked seeing what materials and equipment I use. Let me know if you guys have suggestions for future videos. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.